Imagine the year is 1215, the air thick with tension as nobles ride through the muddy roads of England, whispering in outrage against their monarch, King John, a man whose very name has become a byword for betrayal, greed, and cruelty, yet whose story is far more complex than the caricature of a villainous ruler. In the first moments of his reign, John inherited a kingdom already weighed down by the ambitions of his father, Henry II, and the reckless adventures of his brother, Richard the Lionheart, and as he stepped onto the throne, he faced impossible odds: war with France, empty royal coffers, and barons who demanded more freedom than loyalty. But John's heavy taxes, his ruthless enforcement of debts, and his suspicious, sometimes paranoid mistrust of allies turned many against him, leading to whispers of him being the worst king in English history. And yet, if one looks closer, his failures and flaws are bound tightly with moments of cunning resilience. For he was not a man without skill. His administrative reforms, his reorganization of justice, and his attempts to centralize royal authority laid a foundation that even his enemies could not fully undo. And the legendary story of the Magna Carta, often seen as the ultimate humiliation of a tyrant, was also a moment in which John, cornered but unbroken, negotiated with the very nobles who despised him, showing the wit of a survivor. Though his sudden death from illness in 1216 left the world to judge him not by his intentions but by the bitterness he left behind, making him a figure painted in dark strokes through the centuries. But was he truly the monster of folklore, the coward who lost Normandy, the king who starved prisoners, the betrayer of oaths, or was he simply a man trapped in a world of impossible choices, remembered more for his failures than his efforts, a ruler whose flaws became his legacy, yet whose reign sparked one of the most important documents in history, changing forever the balance between crown and people? So when we ask if King John was really such a bad king, perhaps the answer lies not in whether he was cruel or kind, wise or foolish, but in the truth that history often judges most harshly those who falter under the weight of power, turning a flawed man into a symbol of tyranny for generations to come.